Hungerford are now emerging from the changing rooms. James Rusby, the first to appear, leading his troops out to battle. So the weather has freshened up a bit here at Bulby Lane. It was very wet earlier on in the day, but the sun has come out, so much better playing conditions than it would have been if the game would have been played in the morning. So it looks like Hungerford will go down the slope first, but of course the coin toss is still to be commenced. So Dorking have won all 3 of their matches so far. They haven't played in 18 days since their 4-0 success at Braintree Town. Hungerford's last game was on Tuesday night in a friendly at Fairford, which they won 8-1 with a second string 11, but their last league match was of course last Saturday at Ebbsfleet United, where they suffered their first defeat of the season by 3-2.
The Dorking substitutes: number 3, Sammy Beard; number 4, Sammy Arad; number 8, Matthew Briggs; number 19.
So James Rusby and Barry Fuller now meet for the coin toss in the centre circle. Hungerford Town have seemed to have won the toss and will attack down the slope in the first half.
6, James Rothbean, captain; 7, Mike Jones; 8, Callum Ronoff; 9 is Ryan Seagull; 17, Harrison Bailey; number 19, Will Pepper; number 23.
So the two teams will now just take to the centre circle for a minute's silence.
In memory of our World Cup winning Robbie Stiles, who sadly passed away yesterday.
A well observed minute silence here at Bullpit Lane. Dorking just going through a late warm up on the far side. Hungerford Town have got the ball in the centre circle and will, well, it looked like they were going to kick us off. But Luke Copper's just gone for a run to the penalty area. Looks like instead it'd be Dorking to get this National League South clash underway here at Bullpit Lane. Referee's blown his whistle. Alfie Rutherford kicks the first ball of the match. And Dorking Wanderers have got us underway here at Bullpit Lane, and immediately attacking the Newbury stand to my left. Harrison Bailey with an early header for Hungerford, twice in a row in fact. But he's committed a foul on Wes Fogden, and Dorking Wanderers will get an early free kick here inside the opening minute. James McShane to deliver. Right-footed delivery. Hoisted into the air, that one. Curtis Angel just about keeps it in and then clears his lines, looking towards Ryan Seeger. But Kane Willis was there to keep Dorking moving. Fogden up against Mike Jones and wins a corner for the visitors. In the Dorking dugout today is Mark White, chairman and manager of Dorking, based in Surrey. They were formed in 1999. This is their second season internationally after they reached the playoffs in their first last season. So Jason Pryor up for the header and cleared, just about cleared away, but still alive here for Dorking. Shouts a handball, but the referee correctly awards the corner kick. So James McShane to deliver again. 2 arms in the air, that must be a signal for something. So he's gone short to Kane Willis, who delivers the ball into the penalty area, but it's headed away by Callum Wilmoth, and the referee awards a free kick. So Luke Kearney to do the goal kick up the field. Callum Wilmoth plays it forward to Mike Jones. Looked like there was a little push in there. Emerson just lets it run out for the throw-in. Matty Partridge down the line looking for Luke Hopper, his home debut in his 3rd, 4th stint at the club. No one really knows. Made his first start last weekend at Epsley and scored the 2nd goal of the game there. Also played for the likes of Salisbury and Gloucester, has Hopper. Referee just having a word with Mike Jones and Isaac Philpott. So another early set piece for Hungerford to defend. Dorking put the ball into the penalty box. Mike Jones was pushed there, but referee hasn't given anything. Jason Pryor looking for the run of Nicholas Wheeler down the left. But it bounces off him and out for a throw-in, which the captain James Rusby will come over to take. So James Rusby down the line here. Luke Hopper was who he was targeting, but Edward Harris with a good header. And Matty Partridge has to clear as Alfie Rutherford was on the scene there to pick up the ball. Callum Wilmoth commits a foul on the far side. Dorking with another free kick. Looks like another opportunity for them to put the ball in the penalty area. It's going to be the captain Barry Fuller to take, who was with Gillingham last season in League One. So Fuller's delivery looking for Rutherford. McManus. Back to Fuller. Ball played into the penalty area. And Harris with the header, rising above Emerson. Both number 5s there going for the ball. But his header goes wide of the target. So a good start for Dorking here in the opening 5 minutes. So Luke Kearney's left-footed goal kick. Harrison Bailey forward into the feet of Seeger. Wilmoth quickly trying to look for the run of Hopper in behind, but that doesn't prevail, and Pryor now can bring the ball forward for Dorking on the left-hand side up against home debutant Reece Tyler for his second stint at the club after joining from Chippenham. Pryor, right foot delivery, Emerson sticks out foot. It just about diverts the danger as Rutherford was lurking in the penalty area. Rutherford and Pryor are a pretty deadly partnership, being together at Bognor Regis and Hampton Waterlooville. This is Pryor's 3rd season at Dorking, I believe. This is Rutherford's first after signing in the summer. Looks like the goalkeeper, Savamir Huck, will have his first touch of the game. Slovakian international in his 6th season at Meadowbank. He joined the club in 2015 and has been Player of the Year in 2017 and 2018. Rusby's throw intercepted by Pryor, but Hungerford still have the ball here with Emerson at the back. And now Matty Partridge. And Seeger wins a throw-in for Hungerford. Their first venture into the Dorking half. So Partridge's long ball is cut out, but he has it back here. However, that's a pretty decisive clearance from Willis. And Emerson heads it back to Kearney, pretty calmly in the friend under pressure from Wes Fogden, who also joined Dorking from Hampton Waterlooville. He's also played at high level as well for teams like Bournemouth. So an experienced campaigner. They do have a few here at Dorking. Reece Tyler will chase that long ball, but looks like Nicholas Wheeler will win that battle. Passes back to Huck. And Ed Harris will just pass that on to his captain, who looks long again for Rutherford. And he fouls Matty Partridge there. I think that's a fair decision. Pretty tight one. Rutherford clearly unhappy at that. Kearney with the free kick for Hungerford in his all-green strip today. So Partridge with the throw-in. Mike Jones holds it up well. Neat feet there, then wins the another throw-in. Mike Jones has pretty much been Hungerford's player of the month, been a solid player in that midfield, the return of the old Mike Jones, the powerful midfielder we all know of. Obviously scored the most famous goal in the club's history against Leamington for us to get promoted to this level a few years back now. Joined for a second stint from Chippenham Town. I think this is his third season, second stint at the club. Fogden back to Willis. Dorking have possession. Rutherford, that was a poor touch, and Emerson can clear. Retrieved by Dorking before it goes out for a goal kick by the corner flag. So Fuller can stretch his legs, then look for the feet of Rutherford. Another heavy touch, but luckily Dorking still have possession here with Wheeler up against Tyler. Right-footed delivery into the penalty area. Went all the way through there to the back post. So these two sides did meet both times last season here at Ballpit Lane and at Meadowbank, where Dorking ran out 1-0 winners on both occasions. They won the first match at Meadowbank courtesy of an own goal from Akinwale Odumeo, before they won here at Ballpit Lane, one of our final matches here before lockdown, thanks to a Jack Barham goal. That's a free kick for Hungerford. Seeger fouled, quite a late challenge, lunging at Seeger's feet, and now a bit of confrontation's boiling over. Both sides just got to keep their heads there. It wasn't a red card challenge. So Callum Wilmoth's over this free kick, the ex-Thatcham Town midfielder. His free kick last weekend led to the early Mike Jones goal at Ebbsfleet, so hopefully he can recreate that here, and Hungerford can go 1-0 ahead with around 15 minutes on the clock. But Mike Jones is also over this free kick as well. Seeger just having a talking to by the referee. Looks like it could be the left foot of Jones. He and Wilmoth still discussing. It is Wilmoth as expected. Rusby, as he was going to ball there, just barged into one of the Dorking defenders who went down under the challenge. I think it might be the captain Fuller. Just limping as he gets back to his feet. Dorking won't want him to have to be substituted so early on in the game. So it looks like Fuller will try and run this off, but Mark White might need to look to his bench in the early stages. Quite a commanding header by Rusby, and Hopper now through to Seeger, and Seeger there for a strike straight at Huck. He couldn't catch the ball though, so the chance was still alive, but Dorking have in the end cleared their lines. But the first big chance of this match falls to Hungerford. Emerson into the feet of Seeger, quite a loose pass though, and it's picked up in the middle of the park by James McShane. McShane again, back to Fuller, who looks... No, not Fuller, sorry, that was Kane Willis. But an offside flag has been raised by the linesman on the far side. Mike Jones is furthest forward here for Hungerford, but the ball goes into Hopper wherever he can't control it. Goes out for a Dorking throw-in. Fuller to take the throw. Cleared by Mike Partridge, also ex-Fatcham and ex-Salisbury as well. Captained the Reading under-18 team when he was a youngster. Clearly has had the potential to rise the leagues, but hasn't fulfilled that ambition. Here he is again, Partridge. Seeger flicks it on, but only to Ed Harris. Emerson, but the wind just holding the ball up in the air. Wilmoth tries to head back to Emerson, in the end does get back to him. Another skewed clearance. Rusby can get it further away, but Hungerford unable to clear their lines in a minute. Emerson with the third attempt does so. Referee would just stop players. Hopper accidentally went into Harris there as he was competing for the ball. Ed Harris also joined Dorking from Hammond Waterlooville and was part of their promotion winning squad. His previous clubs also include the likes of QPR, Wimbledon and Dover. So he's got a bit of a full-time experience at a higher level. Tyler's header down the line, just bounces out of play. Isaac Philpott throwing down the line. Rusby having a piggyback on Jason Pryor. Emerson loses control of the ball and it goes back out for a Dorking throw-in. Philpott into Rutherford. Back to the left wing back. But he can't beat Reece Tyler. Here's Wheeler for Dorking, a low cross, intercepted by Emerson at front post. Seeger's back there working hard for the hosts. This will now be Hopper's ball to chase. Huck clears his lines up the field. Matty Partridge is just having a hold of Pryor there. Willis. Angel back to Partridge. Bounces off Fogden out for a goal kick. So not much to separate sides in the first 20 minutes, but you would say Dorking have had more the ball. But Hungerford have probably had the best chance through Ryan Seeger's left-footed effort. The deadlock still to be broken in this big National League South clash. That's another good goal kick from Kearney, bypassing the halfway line. Emerson. Seeger trying to get in front of Phil Pop. He wins the second ball. Dorking now have some space to run into. It's Wheeler, but the ball carries on through to Kearney. Just a too heavy pass in the end, but you could see the intention. Rusby back to his goalkeeper signed from Poole Town in the summer. Was Kearney. Partridge. Looking for Seeger. Ball falls for Curtis Angel, another ex-faction player in the Hungerford Town ranks. Partridge. Heavy touch, and it goes out of play on the far side for another Dorking throw-in. Fuller to take this. He made 195 appearances for Gillingham, did Fuller, along with another 205 games for Wimbledon. Not bad going, that. Rusby. So Reece Tyler has apparently committed a foul in the middle of the park. That was a rolling ball and rightly brought back by the referee. I think it was also in the wrong position. Willis to take this free kick. The midfielder signed from Eastbourne Borough. Launched it into the penalty area, looking for Pryor once again. Looks to always be the target. Pryor, ball falls kindly for Fuller. Ball still reaches the penalty area. Can Dorking get a shot off here? Fuller's delivery headed away by Partridge. Mike Jones to Curtis Angel, who will clear Hungerford's lines. And then the header forward from Kane Willis is caught by Luke Kearney. Rusby just loses the bounce of that ball, but Emerson was behind to mop up the danger, bring the ball forward. That's a poor pass though, intercepted by a red and white shirt. Callum Wilmoth got in front of Wes Fogden there. Willis has to turn back and go to Huck and goal in his all orange strip today. Kearney's in the sunshine, whilst Huck has more of the shaded area. Pretty nice day now here at Bullpit Lane. Especially what was earlier with the swirling rain and wind. That seems to have settled down, the rain stopped. Hopper trying to look for Seeger, but the ball's cleared. Pryor wins the header ahead of Emerson. It will go out for Crusaders' throw. Dorking, one of the title favourites this season, reached the playoffs last season after a 7th place finish. Not bad for the first season in this division. before they lost in the playoff semi-finals to Weymouth after initially beating Bath in the quarterfinals. Emerson. Hungerford starting to see a bit more of the ball now, but they're not doing much with it. And Reece Tyler commits a foul on Wheeler. Just a late lunge for the ball, caught the left winger. Referee just having a word with James Rusby before play can restart. Huck to take this free kick. Looking for Pryor once again. Rusby gets the touch, so Tyler has to put it out for a... well, it looked like it was a throw-in, but has gone out for a corner kick. Wheeler providing the short option for James McShane. What has happened here? I think Emerson, someone's received his marching orders. There's been a red card in the penalty area. Couldn't see what for. And heads have boiled over. So it looks like Matty Partridge is off for Hungerford. So Hungerford Town will now have to do with 10 men for the remainder of the game. The referee has sent Matty Partridge off. Nothing else is being awarded though. Dorking still have the corner. Hungerford have to defend this. Goes right across the face of goal. And Seeger can clear, but not very far. So this is going to be now a tough test for Hungerford. It's going to show what they are made of. Looks like Dorking will now have all of the possession. Looks like it will be one-way traffic for the remainder of the game. I think Hungerford Town will just switch to a back four here because they were with a 5. So it looked like the formation has been changed from a 5-3-2 to a 4-3-2, so not much difference in reality, it's just a numerical advantage for Dorking. But we saw last week at Ebbsfleet that the 10 men can still come back to win. Emerson clears. Pryor. McShane back out wide to Fuller. Deep delivery into the penalty area, caught by Luke Kearney. So Kearney with a long ball forward, looking for Mike Jones. Reese Tyler now bearing down on Wheeler, but he launches ball forward, which Rusby controls. Passes to Curtis Angel, bobbled up in front of him, so he can take a longer option towards Hopper. Harrison Bailey in the middle of the park wins the ball. Seeger. Hungerford need to keep the ball. Mike Jones tripped. And the hosts will have a free kick. Well, if Hungerford were to score from this, it would definitely give them something to hold on to. Set pieces and opportunities like this will now become more vital. So Wilmoth's delivery is overhit. Mike Jones couldn't keep it in. Pryor was there anyway to shield the ball out for Dorking. Huck quickly takes the goal kick. Wheeler. Willis. Nice ball over to Fuller. Harris. Dorking will just look to control this match now and take their time and pick Hungerford off. Pick off the gaps that will be left by Partridge's departure. Willis. That's it. Overhit ball. Looking for Fuller on the far side. So Hungerford will have the throw-in. In a way now, Danny Robinson must be pretty pleased he put Reese Tyler in ahead of Lou McGrory, because Reese Tyler is a natural right back, so it will just suit him to go into that position from right wing back. It looks like no changes will be made from the Hungerford bench. Dorking keeping it the same as well, and just keeping hold of possession. Willis's pass reaches Fuller this time, but the ball from the captain goes on through to Luke Kearney. Mike Jones beaten to the header. Angel. Free kick to Hungerford. I think it was for a high boot. By Niall McManus, but he escapes any punishment. Luke Kearney came forward thinking he was going to be taking a free kick, but Curtis Angel instead delivers. Pryor away, and it's a good pass to Rutherford, his strike partner, of course. Rutherford now has a chance to run at the Hungerford back line, but he is just looking for options. Sprays the ball over to Philpott, and that's a nice touch, and out wide to Wheeler. Dorking are building a good attack here. Wheeler up against Rusby, wins the corner kick. Ball just bouncing behind off the heels of the Hungerford captain. McShane with a short corner to Pryor, back to James McShane, up against Reese Tyler, gets past him pretty easily, but it's headed away at the near post. Luke Hopper will get it further clear of Hungerford, but Dorking still on the attack with McManus. And now Willis has a bit of a time and space to get his head up. Hungerford Town, I think, a bit too deep here. They need to push up. Dorking have too much time on the ball in their own half here. Dorking building up the attack slowly and steadily. Fuller to McManus. Now Willis. Shouts of handball, but the ball falls kindly to Rutherford. Nice neat feet, but Curtis Angel is there. Keeps his head and just calmly gets it away, but it's not far, and Rutherford has the ball again up against Mike Jones and delivers this time. Emerson with the header. There was a foul on Luke Kearney there, and a free kick rightly awarded. Kearney back on his feet, which is a good sign for Hungerford, as they have no replacement goalkeeper on their bench. So under 10 minutes until half time. Hungerford Town are down to 10 men here at Bullpit then, if you've just tuned in. And it still remains goalless. Wilmoth to Tyler. Bit of a wasted ball down the line to Hopper, who tried to make the most of that, but the Dorking player with a surging run. Tyler gets back in position and rolls it back to Kearney, nearly short as Rutherford was there looking to intercept. Just about get away with that. Pryor with a ball looking for McManus, but Curtis Angel just leaves it to go out of play. Hungerford complaining that Luke Hopper was being held back there by Phil Pond, but I didn't think there was much in that really. Wheeler seeing a lot of the ball down the left hand side. Wheeler's previous clubs include Charlton, Tonbridge Angels, Dagenham, Redbridge, Billericay and Woking, so he's also been around the non-league scene. Plenty of experience. Staying pretty wide here while Reece Tyler is tucked inside, as Pryor's just in between that gap between Rusby and Tyler now. This is pretty comfortable for Dorking at the moment, but they haven't found a breakthrough, so as it stands, Hungerford will be the happier team heading into the half-time interval. McShane out wide to his captain, McManus. Turns away from Hopper pretty well, but a poor delivery can be easily caught by Kearney. Kearney's kick goes straight out of play. Dorking can build from the back once more with their goalkeeper Huck. Oh, and Willis taking a bit of time over the ball, and Mike Jones has pickpocketed him and nearly plays it into Seeger. A wasted opportunity there for Hungerford. Reece Tyler now trying to put pressure on Wheeler. Mike Jones still up there. Ball just goes back to Huck, who clears his lines, but that was a let-off there for Dorking Wanderers, and they still got to keep their concentration. Hungerford Town can pick them off from the back if they're not careful. But maybe Dorking, though, can counter-attack Hungerford if they do commit too many men forward, as they've obviously got that numerical advantage. Wheeler. Not getting much out from Phil Pop. He delivers the ball himself, and it was a header on goal from Pryor, which goes wide. Probably Dorking's best opportunity of the match there, and it would have fell to the one striker there. They wanted it to fall to Jason Pryor, but he heads wide of the target. That was the biggest let-off for Hungerford thus far. Actually, definitely should have been 1-0 to the Wanderers. And only 5 minutes before half-time as well. That would have been a key goal and potentially changed the manager's team talks. Rutherford keeps the ball within play for Pryor, but he just slips on that. However, there's no decisiveness in the Hungerford defence, and Pryor can pick it up. And now McManus can shoot. And it's falls for Rutherford, and he somehow puts over the bar. Another big let-off for Hungerford. Well, it just fell to him there, and he side-footed it over, hit the top of the Newbury stand to my left. Another big let-off, another big chance for the visitors to take the lead. It should be 1-0 to Dorking here, but instead it's still 0-0. That's a good header. Decisive from Ed Harris. Pryor fouled by Emerson, much to the bemusement of the 37-year-old, the oldest player in Hungerford's ranks. McShane with another chance to potentially test Kearney here. He's just setting up a wall, but McShane goes out wide to Wheeler, and now the delivery comes in from the left. Ball bouncing around in there and comes back out to Wheeler, trying to tee the ball up for Rutherford, who does put the ball in the box. Referee spots foul and a free kick for Hungerford. Kearney up the pitch for Hoppo, trying to chest it down, but no one's in support of him. Fogden can pick up the pieces and get Dorking on their way again. Wheeler plays it back to Philpott. Willis. Just a little bit of keep ball here for Dorking, just trying to pick the defence that lays ahead of them. Bailey fouls Rutherford, so a free kick for Dorking. McShane over to Fuller on the halfway line. Looks for Pryor, and Emerson fouls the experienced forward. So 1 additional minute at the end of the first half. But Hungerford still have one more set piece to deal with. Dorking can still take the lead just before half time here. McShane's delivery into the penalty area. Shazvan ball, shot towards goal, saved by the legs of Luke Kearney. Wheeler's strike. Hungerford Town get away with it.
Kane, back up! Make sure it's tight!
Hungerford just tried to slowly gain down there, just trying to get through to half-time. So Rusby will take the throw, and that'll be the last action of the half. Hungerford Town are down to 10 men due to Matty Partridge getting sent off midway through the half. Dorking are yet to break the deadlock, but it's been Hungerford who have perhaps had the best chances, but Dorking have tested Luke Kearney in goal. It is 0-0 here. Come back in 15 minutes for the second half. Dorking Wanderers keeping possession. Rutherford. The task for Hungerford will be even greater in the second half as Dorking attack down the slope. Harrison Bailey wins the free kick. Hungerford protesting that should be a yellow card, but the referee will just point for the free kick. Hungerford, even though they're down to 10, have still kept Hopper and Seeger up front. Quite an attacking move out from Danny Robson. And here is Hopper trying to turn in the penalty, using his strength well, but Philpott in the end does clear it for danger. So it is 0-0. And a numerical advantage to Dorking after Matty Parcher's first half sending off. But it hasn't seemed to change much of the game thus far, although Dorking have probably seen a bit more of the ball. James Rusby take his long throw, looking for Mike Jones, but it's headed out by Harris. Curtis Angel is fouled by Alfie Rutherford, just in front of me. Rutherford laughs it off, but star game in the non-league paper this weekend, so remember to get that from your local shop. So 450 words this week instead of the usual. Pryor ahead of Bailey. And Dorking have a bit of space to run into now with Wheeler. Just passing the away dugout, and now up against Tyler, gets to the byline. Goal kick for Hungerford. Great defending. Wheeler's bemoozed. Go for the win even more. Kearney looking towards Hopper this time with his kick. Goes out for a Hungerford throw-in. So they've advanced at the pitch. And it looks like James Rusby will take another long throw-in. Keith Emerson adventures forward along with Mike Jones again. Pryor having to come back to help Dorking defend. Rusby. And towards Seeger. Oh, it's in! Ryan Seeger's fit the ball in the back of the net. A shock is on the cards here at Pulpit Lane. Ryan Seeger has scored in every home match this season. He continues that trend. And Hungerford Town. Something to attack. They need a goal now, Dorking. They need two, in fact, to win the game. So a big 40 minutes ahead here at Pulpit Lane. Depending on, obviously, the other results, Hungerford Town may be top of the table. Hopper with a late challenger on the far side. Hungerford definitely cannot go. So some defending to do here for Hungerford in the wind. Rusby, the captain, gets it away to Ryan Seeger, who will further clear, but only onto the cricket pitch. Dorking still deep into Hungerford territory. McShane, Weezer. That's a deep one looking for Rutherford. His header was weak, and Luke Kearney with a simple save. McManus. Back to Huck.
Keep it! Keep the ball!
Willis. This will probably be the pattern most of this half. Dorking keeping possession, and Hungerford, like they did with that Seeger goal, will just try and take their opportunities. Philpott. Here to McManus, driving forward. Fogden will just about keep it in. One-on-one with Mike Jones. McManus with a heavy touch. Angel can come on over, shield it out, and it goes out for a goal kick. Great defending there from Curtis Angel. Chippenham 1-0 here against Concord. At the moment, that is set to continue. Still yet to see the goal here on the Pulpit Lane turf. Hopper up for the header, but Harris wins that. Emerson just gets a poke on the ball, so it goes through to Angel, but that's a wayward pass, trying to look for Seeger, goes out for a throw-in to Wanderers. Willis Harris. With this. Oh, Wilmoth there. Oh, just didn't fall kindly to him, but he nearly nicked the ball off Ed Harrison. That's the second time actually in the game that's happened. In the first half, Mike Jones did that to Kane Willis. Wilmoth still hunting down here, but he needs support. Mike Jones is that support. Huck will have to go long instead. Pryor wins the first header, but Rusby wins the second ahead of Rutherford, and Hopper is fouled in the... Oh no, he's not fouled. Advantage played by the referee, but I think Hungerford probably would have wanted the free kick. That's unconventional from Mike Jones. Dorking get the game back underway quickly, searching for that equaliser. Pryor, Emerson's tight on him. Angel gets to the loose ball and of McManus, but now the winger's up against Angel, but the delivery goes straight through to Luke Kenny. Kenny just wasted a little bit of time here before kicking the ball up to Luke Copper. Just bounces past him, out for a throw-in. Good defending there from the half-time substitute Sam Beard. Who was signed in 2016. This is 5th season at the club. Graduated from the Brighton Academy and has been twice named Dorking's Young Player of the Year. Here's Hopper. Wilmoth looking for the run of Seeger, but it's overhit and out for a throw-in just in front of the Ron Tarry stand here at Bullpit Lane. Rutherford has a bit of time to turn and can pass the ball into Pryor, and that's a overhit ball looking for McManus. You can see the intentions there again, but Dorking have to try and make those opportunities count, to spread the ball wide and run at the Hungerford defence. Their crosses so far have been pretty poor, and Kearney's been able to come out for most of them. With this, we'll go back to Huck in goal. Goalkeeper hasn't had much to do this afternoon, apart from that one Seeger save in the first half, but he has conceded the only goal here at Bullpit Lane. Or the only goal thus far. Emerson will just come across, and that's a long and high clearance. But Philpott just picks up the ball from underneath me and gets the game restarted again. Hopper tries to get onto that loose touch, and he disrupts the play, but Dorking still have the ball with Willis. And now Wheeler over on the far side. Tyler just shepherding him away, but Willis out wide to Philpott, but Mike Jones is closing him down. McManus has a bit of time, cuts inside too easily there, wants it on his right foot though. Fogden, can he be the creator for Dorking? Mike Jones just keeps it in instead of it going for a corner, and that's a foul. Dorking protesting, it should have been their free kick, but it's clearly a Hungerford one. More great defending. Did in the 2 games last season. Harris with a free header. Pryor is climbing all over Bailey, and the referee rightly gives a Hungerford free kick. So Rusby has gone forward here. Emerson with the free kick, and the ball's cleared by Willis. But it's come straight back out to Tyler for Hungerford, who can now run at Wheeler. He could potentially put the ball in the box. Just trying to make a bit of space for himself. Ball bounces out, but Hungerford's have the throw-in. It's going to be another Rusby long throw. Can Hungerford score again from one of these set pieces in a pretty similar position? So Rusby's long throw though goes all the way through the hut. Oh, referee's given a foul there. Don't think it was. Hopper put the ball in the back of the net. Harris. Angel gets in well there, intercepting the pass to Fogden. Here's Wheeler trying to wriggle away from Wilmoth, but the midfielder does well. However, it falls to Beard. However, his delivery is cut out of the near post by James Rusby. Beard with a quick throw-in to McShane, but back to Beard, and Hungerford throw-in. Once again hunting down impacts, defending really well and denying Dorking. The game unfolds in the final 30 minutes, and you can I'll obviously guide you through the action. Looks like it would be another long Rusby throw-in from a much deeper position. Probably won't reach the penalty area, but he'll have a good try. So James Rusby again. Hopper, that was a definite foul that time. No complaints from either set of players. Seeger doing a bit of closing down on Willis. Over to the far left-hand side with Ed Harris now. Isaac Philpott. Down the line, but it's cut out by Angel again. Fogden closing down, but Angel still clears. Harris out wide to Beard, to Willis, over to the other side to Philpott. Dorking with a lot of possession, but not doing much with it at this present moment. Rusby clears ahead of Jason Pryor. Looks like on the Dorking bench there, preparing a substitution. I think Mark White will probably be lining up an attacking change. I'd be surprised if the chairman and manager doesn't go for it here. Beard. Wheeler turns Tyler a bit too easily there. But Tyler blocks across with it, falls here to Fogden. And it pulls it back. Great defending from Curtis Angel in the penalty area. Willis though, back out wide. Ball to penalty area, but Emerson clears and goes up for a corner kick. Pretty much every player apart from Beard are in the penalty area. It's a header by Harris, but it goes well wide. So it looks like Dorking will now make their change. So number 16 Nicholas Wheeler's off. And Alfie Rutherford. Looks like Dan Gallagher is on. And Matthew Briggs is on as well. Quite hard to hear the tannoy in these microphones. Couldn't really see on the board who came on or off. But a double substitution for Dorking Wanderers on 65 minutes, looking to change the face of the game. So Rusby's long throw. Mike Jones picks up the second ball, looks for Seeger, just trying to control it, but Dan Gallagher with a cool pass back to Huck. Sidesteps Seeger and just passes Dorking back onto the attack. Pryor with a nice touch. But Emerson will get there first, ahead of McManus. Tyler, I think that was a poor tackle, or a late tackle. And the referee rightly gives a free kick just outside the penalty area here. Dorking Wanderers with a free kick in a dangerous position here, but it's cleared by Wilmoth at the near post. So it goes straight back out to James McShane. However, Brian Seeger put the pressure on there and just goes out for a throw-in, which McManus will take. And it looks like Hungerford are now going to have to defend a long throw-in. Can Dorking score from a long throw? No, Rusby heads it clear. Willis back out to McManus. That's a very poor ball, but it reaches Briggs. Into the feet of Fogden. And McShane's FA! Oh, it's the post! It's the post! Dorking on the front foot. The rain is lashing down now at Ball Pit Lane. Beard Cleared by Rusby. Hungerford needs some respite, but Hopper's just making his way back forward from defending the throw-in and the subsequent attacks that came. That's a poor pass by Philpott, and that will actually be helpful to Hungerford just to waste some time. As expected, Kearney's just trying to take the sting out of the game, but he will take this goal kick. It's another dominant header from Harris. Rusby to take this in. Throw in for Hungerford. Went to go back to Kearney, but he saw Fogden would have intercepted it, so he made the right choice and just went down the line. Mike Jones with the header forward, Beard. Forward for Dorking, but tied the subsequently so Hungerford, and a free kick! And now there's protests around the referee, loud ones as well. Maybe a decision to make, but it is definitely a Hungerford free kick. Referee still keeping the cards in his pocket. So, Wilboff's free kick. Can Rusby get onto that? No, Harris wins it again. Emerson stretching, and maybe didn't get the desired connection that he would have wanted. Floats over the top of the stand. Defender over to Beard. Hopper applying some pressure. Rusby clearing his lines. Beard in no well. Ahead of Hopper and Fogden out wide, and Dorking looking dangerous, but Callum Wilmoth's there to deal with it and tie that with a nice pass back to the midfielder. And Seegers, I thought, was fouled there, but the referee doesn't give anything. Philpott, Mike Jones applying the pressure this time. Still working hard even though they're down to 10 men. Briggs the substitute. Can't get past Curtis Angel. We'll get another attempt. Gallagher, who came to Dorking from local rivals Leatherhead. Beard. McShane. Over to Philpott. Philpott out wide to Briggs. Briggs trying to cut inside, but Mike Jones is there, whether the midfielder still has it, and he's going to unleash an attempt, and it's tipped over the bar by Luke Kearney. A good effort from Briggs. So the Dorking corner comes in, it hits Dan Gallagher actually, and then cleared by Emerson. Dorking will launch the ball forward again. Emerson though is up for the header. Philpott with the shot which is blocked. McShane. Gallagher got a bit of time to put the ball into the penalty area. That's a nice ball in. Flicked on by Reece Tyler and out for the throw-in. Looks like another long throw will be catapulted into the Hungerford penalty area. Head away by Rusby, but him. Philpott had the opportunity. Bailey further away. Gallagher. The rain has stopped here at Pulpit Lane actually, but it's getting quite dark now. The floodlights are on. Beard patiently waiting for the opportunity. Mike Jones just gets in there ahead of McShane. That's a vital clearance. Hopper trying to hold the ball up for Hungerford but can't. Gallagher back to Philpott in an unconventional fashion, but Dorking still keep hold of possession now. Here's Fogden. Gallagher. McShane. Philpott. Looks like Willis just keeps it in for Dorking, but maybe should have gone for the corner now as Hungerford can clear their lines. So Curtis Angel, no they can't actually, just went out before he could do so. But substitutions in the offing for the Crusaders. McGorry on for Callum Wilmoth. So it looks like McGorry, who has played most of the season at right wing back, will now go into midfield. He's a very hard worker. He will put his body on the line for Hungerford. I'm surprised Craig Fassamade is still on the bench. He would be the option for me, maybe for Seeger, as his pace could really give Hungerford a counter-attacking threat. At the moment, though, it's all Dorking, and Hungerford are penned in to their own half and will have to defend resolutely for these final minutes. But that's a header wide, off target. So not long left here at Pulpit Lane. This would be the biggest win probably since Torquay at the back end of 2018-19. So Kearney's goal kick looking for Seeger, but brought down by Gallagher, and that quickly out wide to Briggs, and he's surging forward. Bailey's in his way though. Nicknamed the Destroyer, he does his job perfectly there. Gallagher turns Seeger well. Fogden. That's across him. Oh, well now, Dorking had the ball in the back of the net, but it's ruled offside for a foul from Harris. Just a quick water break here for the hosts, while Dorking just trod back into position. Bit of concern here for Luke Kearney. But I think he'll be okay to continue knowing his strong character. He will take the goal kick. Flicked on by Tyler, but straight out of play, or into the home dugout rather. Danny Robinson standing outside to the left of the dugout, watching on in his winter hat. Mark White animated on the touchline as ever. Urging his troops forward. They do so at will for this long throw-in. That's a good throw-in, and it's dropped for Philpott, but blocked. And that was a very poor delivery back into the penalty area. So Hungerford Town had the goal kick. Dorking retrieving the ball and trying to give it quickly back. Beard. Mike Jones wins that header, and Seeger, and now is Hopper in support. Hopper's happy! That's a penalty! No, it's a free kick. Oh, I thought it was a penalty. But Hungerford aren't complaining it was in the box. And what will be the punishment? If Hungerford Town make it 2-0 here, and I think there's no way back for Dorking, but this has to go in. Everyone in white and black are praying that Ryan Seeger Emerson on his knees. Most of the Hungerford Town players are back, but there's Mike Jones and Luke Hopper and Lou McGrory just outside the penalty area. Seeger scores! Hungerford Town are 2-0 up thanks to Ryan Seeger's penalty, and despite being down to 10 men, the Crusaders are on their way to a thoroughly deserved win. 3 goals to win the match and 2 just to get a point. Ryan Seeger sending Huck the wrong way from the penalty spot. His double separates the sides. Hungerford's resolute, hard-working, passionate defending has gotten through this match, even with 10 men. And like we said last week at Ebbsfleet, just because you're going on 10 men doesn't mean the game suddenly changes. It has been more one-way traffic today than it was obviously last weekend when Hungerford didn't really create too much in the second half. But what a win this will be. Dorking on the wrong end of a league shock. Curtis Angel just leaves that. Bounces right in front of me. Throwing down the line. Pretty quickly taken. Thought he might have taken a bit more time there. Hopper commits the foul on Philpott. Huck quickly retrieves the ball for the free kick. Briggs. That's a pretty heavy touch, but still has the ball. Angel calmly passes it back to Emerson. Jones trying to flick that on. Willis in front of me. Cleared straight to Fogden. That's a nice chest down to Pryor. Can't quite control it, but Dorking still on the attack. That's a poor pass though from McShane, and it's out for a throw-in. So Angels throw. Rusby up highest over Gallagher. Angel up highest over Briggs, and Harrison Bailey then brings it away from Frankfurt. Nice pass too to Seeger. Just skips away from McManus. Reese Tyler hunting, but it will go out for a goal kick. And that just about sums Dorking's day up. Well, that was a terrible pass. That really is non-league football stuff, that pass. Put Hungerford in their place, but instead the Crusaders have done that to Dorking. And a reality check for Mark White's team here. Whilst it's 4th victory from 5 for Hungerford. Harris. Philpott. Beard. Tyler sets, but only falls to Fogden. And that's a nice feat. Is that offside? The referee, I don't think so. Gallagher's in there, but it's a good header from Rusby. Hungerford still having to defend here. And defend, they do very well. Harris. Philpott surges into the space that has been made ahead of him. Fogden leaves the ball behind. Shot at goal. I think from Gallagher, goes wide.
Hey, Dick's all in. What we got?
Towards the 90-minute mark. There will probably be a few added minutes as well. Hopper flicks it on, but not in the direction of Seeger. Goes up for a throw-in. So Beard takes the throw-in. Gallagher, that's a nice back heel. That's a good challenge from McGrory, filling in for Tyler. McShane. Dorking doing a lot of fancy tricks when they've just got to score goals. Mike Jones on a surging, powerful run here. Can he get past Briggs? No, he just cuts inside him instead. He has Sigrid support, but no one in support now because he's lost the ball to the midfielder Briggs. Gallagher gets his head up. There's a bit of time and space. McShane. If only Dorking played with this intensity. We're now 1-0 down. Ball into the penalty area. Cleared again. I think that was a blatant push from McGrory on McShane there, but the referee didn't spot it. Emerson just touching it away, but Hungerford still got a bit of defending to do here. Pryor. And a shot from Briggs. Cannoned in. Just bounces off Mike Jones of an angel. And then further cleared by McGrory. Huck has to chest that down. Any higher and it could have gone over him. That might count as a shot on target. Curtis doing well again. And he not long left. Prior to Gallagher. Briggs. Oh, and McManus is there, and it doesn't go in. That was close, but it didn't. Emerson's clearance is blocked by Gallagher, who's still working hard for the team. Just using his body well. Wins a throw-in. Hungerford Town will just waste a few more minutes with a substitution here. And Craig Fasamatic will now come onto the field to play for Luke Hopper, who has worked very hard today, even if he hasn't had much goal action. Curtis Angel to Lee McGraw. Fasamatic trying to hunt that one down. He's a very quick player, Fasamatic, nearly got there. Hunting down Huck again, forcing him to an early clearance. Briggs, his head only goes to Bailey. Seeger, nice touch. Fasamatic thinks offside. It is. That's what I mean from fans, you know, his pace could have really caused Dorking a problem on the counter-attack, but instead he only comes on for the last few minutes here. Now we're in the 92nd minute. Huck. Forward, Emerson winning their header again. Bailey even further away, back into the mixer. And an overhead kick is wide from Fogden. So Kearney's goal kick. Mike Jones is up, but doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Willis. Now here's Pryor trying to look for Gallagher. Emerson away. Referee's blowing the ball time whistle. Hungerford Town have shocked Dorking Wanderers here. Goals from Ryan Seeger in the second half, even with 10 men, due to Matty Partridge's departure in the first, have given the Crusaders all 3 points. A battering performance against one of the title favourites. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage today, and we'll see you again soon.
Mate, it's a joke. No one's ever scored a header if that's over the top of someone. funny thing was,
For me,
down there where
on
the
the
second
edge
goal
of the box, yeah, but it's fucking on the edge of the box. You just fucking
it.